Championship. This is race 7 today of Season 3. We're going to be off to Canada. This is the AV Championship. I'm a slightly drunk gnome, and I'll be taking you through the race today. On the side, back on the side again today, rather than the run for Canada. Very important corners around here. Need to try and not miss some stuff. A few changes to the driver lineup then for now. Chrysander has left. He has departed the AV Championship for now. And Lolo has been drafted up to go in the Mercedes alongside Reaper. Let's see if they can help out in that tight battle going on in a minute in the constructors with them. Tess unable to take part today. Tygo will be filling in. Not under his Tygo account though. He's using this account here, namely under James Owl, but that is Tygo who filled in for Ferrari last week. He's back in the Ferrari, and then hopefully he will be taking over as a permanent driver in Racing Point to replace Lolo C in Racing Point once Tess is able to drive again. Let's drive the day last week then, as we're just talking about Tygo. Very well done with the race in Brazil last week. Very well deserved drive of the day, I think. That started in 12th and managed to do a very good undercut when you were switching over to the intermediate tyres. And a bit of a safety car came out and threw him in a pit earlier than everyone else did. Then came out and was then running in second place for a very long time through Brazil. Domestos chasing down hard. And it wasn't until late in the race that ran a bit wide and smashed into the wall, coming up through 13 and 14, coming onto the grid line through the timing straight, and ran wide straight into the wall, bouncing like a pinball across ultimately, and then sliding into the track very slowly, forcing Domestos to have to slam on the brakes, at which point Reaper jumped up through and took second. Tygo in the end slipping down to about 7th, I think it was, but still a very impressive run and a very, very good undercut on his pit stop strategy last week in a very wet race in Brazil. Now, obviously off to Canada today, another track with a big chance of rain here. Another one of my favourite tracks as well, but again, big chance of rain in Canada as we had in Brazil. I'd say probably along with England, Silverstone, large chance of rain there as well, and the Netherlands, probably these 4 tracks, most highly chance of rain. Knack performing very well in Brazil last week, taking Triple Crown there last week. Knack, he put it on pole, he had the fastest lap, and he won the race as well. And while we mentioned Knack taking that Triple Crown in Brazil last week, he also done that in Season 1 of Canada. Put it on pole, took the fastest lap, and won. So, I don't know if he's going to be able to do that again today. Also now 6 races in a row he's been on the front row of the grid. Someone please remove that AlphaTauri from the front row of the grid. He's had enough of a run up there. I'm looking at you, Red Bull. I'm looking at you, Alfa Romeo and Mercedes. Remove those AlphaTauris from the front row, please. They've had enough of a run up there. They're extending out a very impressive lead. Now in the constructors, they've got a 68-point lead right now over the constructors. Almost need to team up right now. Mercedes, Alfa Romeo, Red Bull, do something about those AlphaTauris, please. They are just dominating. And there are 19 drivers now in the race today. Obviously Tess unable to make it. Tiger Gizmo playing under James Owl in the Ferrari. He'll hopefully then be in the Racing Point for next week as we come to load into Canada. Gilles Villeneuve circuit here, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Isle of Notre Dame, purpose-built island here. that's going to be about, we're doing a 50% race, as always, that's 35 laps. That's going to be 2.7 miles a lap, or 4.3 kilometers. 14 corners around here, 3 DRS zones. A lot of time to be found and lost here. 4 chicanes coming through here, 2 very slow, the first and the last one, the 2 in the middle much faster. But these are very easy on the chicanes to take the line through, a little bit funny, and maybe end up in the wall. And as we speak of walls around Canada, we cannot forget, of course, the Wall of Champions, that exit of the end chicane, turn 13 and 14, thusly named since 1999, when Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher and Jacques Villeneuve all put their car into that wall, taking damage. So, our previous season champion, obviously Reaper, on the control today. Is he going to have this same fate? Our season 1 champion as well, Domestos. Are they going to suffer the Wall of Champions as we come into Canada right now? And it's looking dry for qualifying. Weather's dry for both drive-through. Not even any showers here in Canada. That should prove for a very good fast race, as we see some of the cars start to come out on the grid right now. I'm going to get the telemetry on early because we always forget this. Everyone opting for the soft tires. A few drivers are looking to put on the mediums right now at the minute. Who can we trust to put in a nice, good, clean lap around this track? Who's going to be coming over there first? Luca here, already out. He's going to be the first one getting around to try and get a fast lap in. We've also got Racing Point out there of YorkshireRock. Also news the league, didn't get to see too much of him last week. I believe he DNF'd in there. While we speak of DNFs, first one round, Luca currently unfortunately leading the league in DNFs at the minute with 4. I'm feeling today for you though, Luca, narrowly missing the wall there though. I'm feeling today for the Williams. Lang also, as we mentioned, Williams there. Lang, the only driver running in the top 10 right now without a podium. All the other drivers, counting in 10th place, all the other drivers ranked above him with a podium. So, cheers on throwing for, and we got them some points. I felt like we was going to have a Domestos podium, and we got that. I'm feeling today for you, Luca and Lang. Dangerous track, like I say, with these walls around Canada, so be patient, Luca. We wait for other people to crash, we make up positions in the safety car queue, and we bring that Williams home. A lot of respect for the Williams car here, being English. There's some grass there, right. Should we actually use on an outlap who can actually take one for a nice one? We've got FCST. Had a pole here in season 2. He's going to be coming around soon. There's an alpha about to come around. With the alphas coming round. Chronic just put in his fast up. I want one for a clean lap round. I missed it. Stick with FCST. Here he is, coming around for a clean lap of Canada. Come out into turn 1 and 2 here. Hard on the gas here out of that one. There's much power up here in 3 and 4. Quite a tight chicane here. Very easy to run the curves and very easy to go on that wall. He doesn't though. Up through the chicane of 6 and 7 here. One takes much inside curb as he does. They can get hard on the gas out of this one. Run the outside just by the wall. That's what we want to see through those turns. DRS zone now here. One of our faster chicanes here. Again though, but still keeps it inside the track, doesn't want to curve there either, which is nice on that corner. Now we've got a hard hairpin of 10. Very easy if you want to accelerate too hard out of this, because it comes back on itself and you can clip that wall. He gets nice and close but doesn't touch it. It did flash up purple through sector 2. Now we have the other DRS zone before coming up to the last corners of 13 and 14 and the wall of champions, which we don't touch. This should be a really fast lap here, I believe, by the looks of it. That's a 108.9. That puts FCST on provisional pole right now with 13 minutes left to go. That was a nice lap for us to follow around and take that lap of Canada on the soft tyres. And we see who else can try and beat that. The amateur qualified record here. WaR-Skorpa, he's on outlap and going to be coming back around soon. So the actual fastest qualified lap round here was set in 2019. That's away Sebastian Vettel. That's a 110.240. We've absolutely smashed that with a 108.9. There's clipping that wall of champions right there. He's probably taking damage there and going to abort that lap by the looks of it. Who else is coming out right now? Well, it's a bit further around. Riley. I haven't seen too much of a Riley recently. I don't think he's been here for some of the races. He's about to come. Is he coming out to his fast lap? I think he's supposed to have that fast lap, maybe taken. He's avoided it on the chicane, on the turn in. It's avoided his fast lap. Unfortunate there from O'Reilly. Watch, it's unavoided one. Is he coming back round for another one, or is he going to go into the pit? Can't see. Doesn't pit have damage from what I can see. He is going into the pit though. Hello there, Coon. I can see your message flashing up. Drivers are currently Luca. She's looking okay. They're on the mediums. Obviously, a lot of drivers still to come around. Some have been having problems getting some laps in. Knack currently only on 2 laps. Old Softs there, not having a time up on the board. At the minute, he has gone purple through sector 2 there, though. Into the DRS zone. This lap we're flying down. What is he going to do with this lap? .109.4. That moves him up into 3rd place now. There's Lolo we can see next to us in his nice shiny brand new Mercedes. Good as you've been as getting on that front row, Knack. Kind of please someone else is up there. I'm liking this 2 house up here on the front row right now. AlphaTauri is the only team to have done a front row lockout so far, so that'd be nice to see someone else up there. We've got Coons just coming on a fast lap, but he's voided that. Okay, to Williams Lang, that's on a voided lap. Drivers appearing to have problems getting these laps in with the track limitations on these chicanes, trying to roll them too fast, taking too much of the inside curve as they turn into it. Follow on with Kuhn now on a fast lap. He's going to help with traffic. Riley pulls out the way. nicely through there, very tight to the wall. Maybe could have got a bit more gas through there. Very smooth through these chicanes, but feeling like time isn't going to be as best as he wants. I feel like he's not pushing it so hard, so he can just get a time up there right now. Taking that nice and tight by that wall, trying to gain back on maybe another tenth by keeping tight there, not riding the car wide as we come through by the wall champions. He's absolutely fine, nicely on the curb, running very low on fuel, trying to get his laps in. That moves him up into 6th with a 109. Go ahead, Xz-Skorpa, Reaper, Rowan, Captain O'Reilly and Lang all still yet to get a time up on the board right now. WaR-Skorpa currently out. That moves him up into 6th now. Push Coon down a little bit more. FCST right now, the only driver running at sub 109, there's 108.9. Next 7 drivers there are all running 109s. Top 8 there, all within a second of each other. Top 9 there, all within 1 second of each other, running very close through here. Xz-Reaper, who was that who jumped up the line? Jumped up into 12th now. Xz-Reaper and Rowan and O'Reilly will have to get times. Not looking good for the Renaults here right now. With Rowan right now, he's on his fast lap. He's saying what he can get there. 6 minutes left for drivers to get their time up here. Nicely through the chicane of 8 and 9, getting on the grass there a bit though, trying to get a little bit too tight, and running into the wall on the exit of 10 there. That's going to cost him some time. Is he going to take the lap, or is he going to dive into the pits and put a fresh set of tyres on? Thinking that looks like that end plate might be missing. It is, he has taken ring damage. He is going to go through. It's invalidated the lap though, him going to the chicane. He's going to be very disappointed with that. Now he's got to try and get around again as quick as possible. Get into the garage, change the tyres, the wing, and get back out. Otherwise he's not going to have a time down. Riley's on an invalidated lap right now. It's right at the start of it. I'm guessing that's running through the chicane of 13 and 14 at the end there. Invalidated it before even starting the lap. Reaper also on an invalidated lap right now. Apparently having problems around here with Canada using the controller. Was the winner in Season 2, but he was on the wheel back then. Also had the fastest lap in Season 2 as well. Apparently a good track there for FCST. Still the only driver, 4 minutes left, there's still the only driver running a 108. Was also obviously on the pole last year in Season 2 as well. Good chance here maybe for Haas to get some points and move up. Right, now we have a lot of drivers coming back round at the end here, wanting to improve their times in the last few minutes while the track gets rubbered in more. Riley coming across the line, yeah, that's still that environment lap he was running. He's going to go for another one now. We'll take him round as we try and get one of these Renaults into a position, choking the hell out of the engine there. What is going on? That's glitching around like mad on my screen right now. surprised your engine just hasn't exploded, my friend. I'm glad full simulation damage isn't on right now. Otherwise, I think we might be been experiencing engine failure during the race with him. Has gone fastest in Sector 2, but I don't know if that's correct or not, because it appears he's still plugged into a goddamn potato. It's going to make it through. This could be a good lap. 1010 flat. That puts him up into 9th. He's going to be happy that he's finally managed to get that lap in. That's a reasonably good position. So only a couple of drivers right now starting on the medium tides. That could work out well around Canada. Taking that longer stint on the mediums first, getting back on those softs towards the end of the race when the track's nicely rubbered in and getting real good fast grip through those chicanes. Wouter and Tego James on the mediums, and Chronic also back there on the mediums as well. Everyone else on the softs. Xz-Reaper and Rowan still to get times in, or they're gonna be at the back of the grid as we take the other Renault round. He's just about to finish his out lap. Knack! God damn, when did that appear up there? What did I say, guys, about removing these AlphaTauris from the front row? I think we've come to the next race. I think everyone just needs to decide between themselves, and someone just needs to go out and drive in front of Knack to slow him down, maybe, in qualifying. Rowan now coming up to these turns of 8 and 9. But chicane gets back on power nicely there. Doesn't touch any curb. Into the hairpin turn, running a little bit of grass on the entry, trying to get too wide, but close to the wall. Very easy to try and get the power down too much coming out of 10 there for Gang. It bends in a little bit more itself there for 11. It's come now to 13 and 14. Don't invalidate your lap. Take it through there smoothly. A little bit nice and calm. Just get the time in. 1:11.7. He's still going to be at the back though, unfortunately, with that. Tenta and Reaper left to try and put times in. Tenta on an invalidated lap. Reaper on his out lap. He's coming through now. It's going to be one of your last chances to get a lap in. Domestos and Bestos have retired. Luca has been disqualified. I just noticed down the bottom there. What did I say? It's meant to be Williams' race. Right, Reaper now on his fast lap. Last chance for him to get a lap in, or he's starting from the back on Canada. Nice through 3 and 4. Staying tight to the side there before we come to 6 and 7. Nice lot of power there coming out of 7 into DRS. 8 and 9, taking as much curb as you can on the entry and exit there. There's a Renault M plate, there's a Riley at the side as we come to the hairpin of 10. Tiny little bit of a lock up, brings it through there nice and tight and calmly, not too wide on the exit. Right now from this could be good. Reaper should jump up long, should come through 13 and 14 here with no issues. Oh, that's too much curb. That's invalidated that lap. Reaper unhappy. There's the wall. That would have been a good time. I think he would have been running at a very low 109 then. I imagine he would have been towards the front there. He's not happy about that. Laura, his first outing in the Mercedes there, up in 6th. on that pole again. 7 races in a row now. You bet this guy start on the front of the grid. Wouter getting a bit squirrely there. Just taking out his car. A lot of people apparently unhappy with this Canadian track. I love it. One of the best for stuff like this. There's going to be a couple of safety cars. We know there is. Probably a lot of penalties as well with the difficulty they've been getting in to get these lap times down. So front row grid there, Nakin, FCS, TST, second row Domestos and Tico Gizmo, third row Bestos, lollopuppa, 7th and 8th WaR-Skorpa, 9th and 10th Langham, Wouter, 11th and 12th Captain O'Reilly and David, 13th, 14th Xz and Chronic, 15th, 16th Yorkshire, Rowan, 17th, 18th Tenta and Reaper, and 19th is Luca. That's the lineup for our track today. Wait, looking a little bit overcast and cloudy there, but we have got a dry race. Come on, Rebel, Alpha, Mercedes, we need to close down that AlphaTauri lead. Rebel, Alpha and Merc all running very close to 92, 91 and 89 points currently in the Constructors. Haas looking reasonably strong round here though, looking to maybe move up, currently sitting behind Mercedes in 5th with 69 points. Countdown for the last few seconds. Hopefully my connection won't lag a little bit at the start like it did last week and miss the lights. Time to open another drink quickly. Don't do this to me. My connection's amazing. No, I'm gonna miss the lights. Someone in here's lagging. I'm pointing at Riley's potato. It's not me. My speed reads at about 65 megabits a second. We might get a race today, folks. I don't know if anyone else in the stream is underway right now. If someone could actually give me a message, that might help. I don't know if the rest of you are racing or if everyone else has lagged out. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's racing right now because I can't see a damn thing. I'm just watching the load screen. Well, there we go. No racing as of yet stuck on the grid. Someone's lagging and it's basically breaking the connection of the server. I've seen this before in the game and I can tell you if the person lagging leaves, it will jump into the rest of it. My suggestion is, from the way I saw from the camera with O'Reilly lagging the most, sorry to call you out, O'Reilly, disconnect your console. And the others might be able to race, and if the others can't race, it's no different to you. The lobby would possibly have to be remade and rerun with and set with a custom grid, but that's the person that I saw lagging before. A new lobby will be made. I'm going to end the stream currently and wait. Someone can invite me to the next one. Just leave the stream going. Make a new lobby. Just invite me in. I'm going to sit here and drink. I'm going to mute myself a minute though. Oh hell no! This gives us time to just get through a few things, can't we? Let's have a look at our stat leaderboards and stuff while I wait for someone to invite me to a new lobby. Let's have a quick rundown while I pull up the results. As we were talking about earlier, AlphaTauri there, 160 points in the constructors, Red Bull 92, Alfa Romeo 91, Mercedes 89, very close at the front there, Haas with 69 points, but FCST and Bestos looking strong around Canada. Haas could be looking to move their way up a little bit there. Racing Point right now, currently only one driver there for Racing Point. They've got 50 points right now though. Williams with 24, McLaren with 23, snapping at Williams Hills there. Both of them teams making sure they're not down the bottom of the constructor standings there. Ferrari with 12. Ferrari with 12, well done as well for Tika Gizmo there last week, gaining 6 points and equaling the current Ferrari total of 6 points achieved by two drivers. Also another reason why he earned Driver of the Day, and Renault with 7 points. Take a quick look at the driver standings. All relatively close up there. I'm waiting for the invite when someone invites me, because I know you can hear me. Yeah, we look at the driver standings. Right now, Reaper currently in first with 89. Knack very close behind with 84. 5 points between them. 8 points then down to Kuhn, currently sitting in third with 76 points. 7 points then behind Wouter with 69 points. Domestos then 11 points behind that in fifth with 58. All still reasonably close between this top here, like a win there from Domestos. Easily move him up through the pack there. Drivers standing is not spread out too much at all. 6 places below with 49. 7th FCS with 43. Tenta with 34 down there in 8th. All still very close moving down. There's the invite from Lang. Thank you very much. Someone got bored of me talking about driver standings. Go into spectator mode because I don't need a car unless someone wants me to chat rubbish. I want to try and drive around this track. That could be fun. God damn, the longer this goes on, the more drunk I'm going to get before the end of the race, and that's not going to be good for anyone. A lot of messages going on in the chat right now. Will Walker here, talking about YorkshireRock a lot. I'm guessing a friend here of YorkshireRock, talking about what he's more capable on this track, so it's not his best outing. Can we have some time on board with the blue and white wizard, aka YorkshireRock? Not sure why it's called the blue and white wizard. Maybe at some point we'll find that out. Can I have the other racing point? The other racing point is going to be Tiger Gizmo's. Tiger Gizmo currently racing under John Al in this race, filling back in for the Ferrari, but he should be taking a permanent seat on the racing point. punctual and race every week. Yeah, some drivers here which aren't the best either, but everyone's generally punctual. We normally have a pretty full grid and turnout line here. I'm the person just chatting rubbish though, not the person to talk to. Including there that you can see in the messages, if you are interested in the league and racing, that's probably one of the men to message there. Nice to see we have a viewer though, outside of the league participants that sit there and race and listen to the utter diarrhea that I talk while I sit and drink and just watch and wait for carnage. We've got 19 drivers in here right now. I believe the grid order will just be getting set into place for the custom grid to make sure everyone's in the right order from before. Everyone's going to be eagerly waiting to get this race underway right now. Although, with this change and switch to a new lobby, this does actually give drivers a chance if they weren't happy with that setup that they drove out in Parc Ferme. The way the game works, could make a sneaky few changes to some things, and no one's ever gonna know. I think everyone's in here right now. We've got 19 of 20. Reaper is who we are missing right now. I read 19 of 20. That obviously includes me. Come on, Reaper. No, he wasn't having the best of time in qualifying, but I think I'm going to call that as he's just unhappy with that, and I think they might just go on with the race. Just spam him with messages in the chat. Keep tagging him and see if he joins. There we go, now he responded. There we go, we have Reaper here. I'm still here, yep. Looking at some rather silly pictures that people are posting that seem to be obsessed with something. Rather worried about some of you in this chat, really. Tess, Luca, looking at you. Oh, and then Rowan joins in. Why? No, there we go. Now everyone's doing it. Tenta. Okay, I have a Gizmo and a James in here right now. The racing point has been filled. I'm not sure what is going on in there. That can't be the same person now, unless he can operate one controller with his feet and the other one with his hands. I was told Tygo was playing on the James out. Tygo's there though. Don't really know why I carried on doing the stream, to be honest. Probably would have been easier to sort of test. Please stop putting that stuff up in the chat. Some of the drivers getting agitated to start the race right now. And we are, it looks like we're about to get underway. And there we go, now we're finally going to load in. Quick recap on the track then. Jules Villeneuve circuit here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. 35 laps because it's a 50% race. 2.7 miles or 4.3 kilometers around this track. 14 corners, 3 DRS zones. Very fast track here. A little bit stop and starting though from all the chicanes. Very easy to build back up, get ERS around here though. Very, very heavy braking zones coming into these chicanes and that hairpin of turn 10. But equally, just as easy to burn through that ERS when we come out of turn 10. And we've got that long, flat out section running all the way up to 13 and 14. About 1.1 kilometers of flat out section there where you can burn through everything you've just harvested up. So equally important to try and harvest it. Also, you can use it, but not too much. Otherwise, you could find yourself with those 35 laps getting to the end of this race and being very low on ERS and getting a bit slow. Any updates from we'll comment there? Yes, we are racing again. My screen still seems to be black and it says please wait in the corner. Session starts, and there we go, as we wait for the drivers to re-put on their current tyres from before. Router and Chronic, I believe, both starting on the medium tyre. Everyone else, I think, on the soft, if I'm correct. A couple of guys didn't put in times. Luke was disqualified, so those guys at the back will be able to select what time they want. It says session start in 24 seconds, but my timer isn't going down. There we go, YorkshireRock, Captain O'Reilly, yep, still spinning on him, waiting for players, and we're all there. 5 lights are on, 5 lights are out, and we're off now. Everyone leaving the grid as we come up now into the first corners. Everyone, I think, making it through there, through turn 1, through the first couple here. It's looking relatively clean all through there. Everyone fighting for the positions. Get back up to these chicanes. The front runners again there. Coming now down into 6 and 7. Everyone's still fighting. Was a little bit of contact between their cars running wide. There was a McLaren I saw. Couldn't lost one places. Centre and Yorkshire swapping places now as well. Everyone's fighting so much position. More cars running wide. I think there's going to be a lot of cars going in to the pit stop after this first lap. There was so much going on there right now. Let's get our information back up on screen so we can see everything of what's going on. This is change, stop tyres. So yeah, those other back guys did opt to start on the medium tyre. Who's that? Rowan dropping down. Something's obviously happened there. Bestos and Kuhn fighting here as we come into the second lap. So these chicanes here all through this track. So heavy braking zones. Kuhn just smashed on the back of him, and who's that? He's then damaged. Who drove into the side of him there? I think that was Lang. That's unfortunate for the Williams now. I think he has taken wing damage. And Kuhn hitting the back of Bestos there. I think he hit the back of, spinning sideways through the chicane. Lang's now taking wing damage from that. Lola's got a 5-second penalty. Corner cutting, game on place. That's a Ferrari of David. We see turn sideways through that chicane. So much fighting through these corners, and I am massively surprised we haven't even seen a safety car or a virtual yet with all the way these cars are spinning. Kuhn still fighting there, right on the outside, getting a little bit wide. Reaper making his way up to the pack there in 13th now. David's still dropping back all the way into 16th. Max still in the lead. Shut down these AlphaTauris, please. FCST chasing him down hard right now. WaR-Skorpa 3-second penalty. Wouter 3-second time penalty. There's going to be a lot of penalties through this race. Everyone's been waiting for it to start. That pause in the middle there. Now everyone's getting itchy and aggressive. And DRS is on now as we come into lap 3. Yellow flags appearing everywhere on the map. Hopefully the pack is maybe spread out a little bit more. I think people have kind of got space now, and hopefully get a bit more cleaner racing. Like running a 6th right now, hasn't dealt with that wing damage. He's going to run those softs as long as he can until he needs to put in, try and maintain track position. Done well moving up there through that carnage. Unfortunate to get caught on the back of Kuhn. Luca picking up a 3-second time penalty. It said that Domestos putting on the pressure. FCST now got his first podium last week in Brazil. He wants another one right now. DRS wide open. He's going straight past him before 13 and 14. Don't go in for World Champions. That's good. FCST picking up a time penalty. Obviously running in too tight on the inside there after Domestos. Hunting him down now. He's going to be the one getting the DRS soon. Instead, WaR-Skorpa doing a much better showing now, up in 4th right now. The other house also running well, very close behind him in 5th. Kuhn there now, personally damaged. Williams front wing there, chasing that Williams back down. Who was that? That was James Al we just saw. Apparently some Tiger's racing. Anyway, where has Tiger gone? No, Tiger didn't do any race, just as a count joined for another reason to spectate, obviously. Right now, McLaren Legacy's right now trying to chase down Tenta, get back in that DRS train of going of Lang, Wouter, Tenta. Kuhn's made it up past Lang now. Lang obviously suffering from that wing damage. We saw him take from getting to the side of Kuhn. Lang back in front of Kuhn now though. Kuhn trying to get alongside of it in DRS, and then Lang still makes it to the corner there first though. He's not got that bit of wing damage, he's not giving up, he doesn't want to pit yet. Knock out the Lang running very tight on that inside wall, maybe giving Kuhn a bit too much space there on the outside. I would just put that in the middle of the track there. There's Alpha Wouter getting past Lang right now. I think we're suffering with that wing damage. Running very wide there, yep. That's going to potentially have to pit. He's taking another bump there. That wing's going to be getting worse and worse. Here's the Alpha now hunting down that AlphaTauri. The other AlphaTauri, obviously at the front of the pack. They're 2 seconds ahead of Domestos right now, who is 2 seconds ahead of FCST, who is just under 2 seconds ahead of WaR-Skorpa. He is 2 seconds ahead now. Very much front 5 of the pack now, all managing to space themselves out, all 5 seconds behind each other. There's Lang, he's going to pit now. Yep, still very tight at the back of the field, fighting for point positions. Luca in 10th there. That's good to see the other Williams in a point position right now. It's a final from Kronik. Right, running close behind Luca's, close behind Iggy's, close behind Tenta. All very close here. Tenta trying to catch back up with Wouter and Kuhn to get the DRS there. All he's going to be putting on the pressure. Everyone looking for a little bit of space to see if they make a pass. Trying to wait for someone to mess up. Nearly touched the ball there with Kronik. Just tiny bit of grass. Everyone looks trained, just running through here of these drivers in the centre pack. Kronik always looking there, always looking, going for it on the inside of Luca, sends it out deep, forces Luca a little bit wide. He comes out in front. That was nice there from Kronik. On the medium tyre as well. He's going to be looking to push forward as far as he can in the grid right now. FCST picking up a 3-second time penalty there. Luca getting back past Kronik with the DRS, and Kronik gives him enough space. They're going to come back into DRS again now, though. Can he get it back past through turn 1? Luca has enough distance there. He doesn't. Good midfield battle here going on, trying to get in to the points. Tenta here chasing down Bestos, who's following close behind Wouter. Wouter now having lost the DRS on Kuhn. Penalties, quite a few penalties up there right now. Actually, let's take a look at what we've got there. FCST running with 6 seconds and Luca running with 6 seconds. All the other penalties currently only 3. Following on with Tenta trying to push. Once past Bestos in that hairpin. Is he going to send it up the inside? No, he tucks back in behind him. Bestos goes a little bit deep though, trying to protect from him, and he nearly gets it on the exit there. Both very reasonable with the space they're giving to each other. He's got the DRS again now though on him. Don't think he's going to beat him into 13 and 14. Just going to tuck in behind, take the DRS again before turns 1 and 2. Kronik picking up another 3-second time penalty there. Is going to go for it into turn 1. He's running it deep and wide though. Bestos spins on his way out there. Now having to avoid Tenta there. That was very deep there, going in, very much cut across into Bestos' line. I'm not sure if the back of him hit him or not. Did see Bestos spin on the exit there. Tenta desperately wanted past. Riley picking up a 3-second time penalty. Now Bestos out of the race from that. Haas not gonna be happy now. All for a move on that corner, but track around Canada is tight. The only real place you've got space to get 3 cars is along this straight here between 10 and 13. We're looking at the cars go down right now. A lot of these other parts of the track, it's very tight, even with 2 cars. With the age of the track, again, being one of these very old tracks, like Brazil that we just did, it is quite tight and thinner, and these cars are bigger and bigger every year. Tenta now desperately trying to get into the back of Wouter. Missed the boost. Go Ferrari. Go Ferrari indeed. Hey, David and James out on Tygo. Tygo not looking as strong as what he was last week in Brazil. Kuhn desperately catching up with WaR-Skorpa. Now tyres starting to obviously make some difference around here. All our front runners are here on softs on 8 laps, and the space between them starting to close up. FCST is losing off the space from Knack. Knack now 10 seconds ahead. WaR-Skorpa trying to get on the inside here of turn 10. Coon just following patiently behind. He's going to get the DRS. Let them fight. Sit behind. Why am I helping the AlphaTauri? No. He's off, Coon. AlphaTauris everywhere. There. WaR-Skorpa and Coon. Coons. Yep, both on the softs. Pitting off those softs now. Knack taking an extra lap there. And FCST both still on the softs. Schmack are going to be coming in soon though. I mean, WaR-Skorpa and Coon are going to come out in a lot of traffic. They might be able to drag these softs out for a little bit longer before they need to change them off. The other cars come out in traffic. They could mitigate against that undercut and still be running fine. Let's see where they've come out. A couple of seconds of each other. They're not going to be getting DRS off anyone. They have got a clear track though on their fresh mediums. Mestos making his way up past Xz right there on much fresher mediums. Xz extending his stint out about 9 laps on the softs there as well. Xz, FCST and Knack all still on their original tyres here. All yet to pit. Knack going for another lap now, taking him up to 10, still extending his lead, just pulling away from FCST right now. More drivers, 3-second penalty there for Domestos. More and more drivers picking up penalties. Xz is pitted now, taking off those 9-lap-old mediums. Reaper there on his 10-lap-old mediums, having worked his way up from the back of the grid there. Now in 8th. Coming 2.9 seconds behind Domestos. Domestos approaching up on Luca now. James Ortega, another 3-second penalty there for him. Domestos going to be well in range for DRS now on Luca. Luca picking up dirt there on the exit. Right in the middle of the track, looking to protect there. Ooh, that was maybe a little bit dirty there from Luca. He left it, going to close it down right in the last second there, forcing Domestos to put on the brakes. He was kind of in the middle, never really selected a line. It's kind of acceptable, but he did leave enough space, and then he closed it off the last second. Domestos again looking at the DRS. Need to be careful about Luca trying to close off that gap again though. Luca keeping him over to the inside. It's going to be tight here through 13 and 14. They make it through. Domestos gets past. That was close. Knack now finally pitting off his softs. Where is he going to come out? Domestos get in front of Knack as he comes out the pit there. No, he's not. Knack only having dropped down into 4th now on fresh mediums. FCST FCST still yet to pit right now. Knack is in DRS range of him right now. Chronic just a little bit off the DRS of Knack. Knack is going for it there, and he does make it into the corner before FCST. FCST obviously still yet to pit off these soft tyres. FCST maybe trying to go for a longer stop on these softs, maybe putting on some hards, and maybe going to try and one stop it and out pit the rest of them, because he's losing time in these softs right now. So I'm not sure what his tactic is, because he's running the second behind Knack, and Knack has pitted and just overtaken him, and we've just watched Chronic get to take the DRS and come past. He's still going round for another lap, but picked up a 3-second time penalty there. I think he's going to try and one stop it. It's the only reason why I could see him losing lap time right now on these softs is if is that lap time going to mitigate those seconds of that pit stop though. That pit stop that Knack and stuff's still going to have to do. He's going to come out on hards. They're pulling away from him right now on these old softs. Not turning in as well on those corners right there, as we can see. Luca picking up another 3-second time penalty there. Yellow flags everywhere. Sector 3. Let's go on. WaR-Skorpa now. Close behind Reaper. Close behind Luca. Everyone get the DRS there. Watching ahead of us. Reaper get in the corner there before Luca of 8 and 9. WaR-Skorpa holding behind now, closing his gap as those two in front of them were fighting. CST down 6th, Reaper in 7th there. A little DRS train at the middle here going on between these drivers. Kuhn just behind WaR-Skorpa here, also going to pick up the DRS. There's Reaper going past FCST. Oh, nice long straight section. Reaper and FCST both going into the pits. Fastest lap there for Knack, just showing up on those fresh medium tyres. Take a quick look at what his fastest lap is right now. Not that one. 111.9 on a medium tyre right now. That's a good amount up. That's about 5-6 tenths up on anyone else right now. Everyone else running 112 to a 113. Nat putting a 111 on his mediums. He's looking very much in control of this race. Put it on pole. I think he might take the Triple Crown again for the second week, the second race in a row. Domestos hunting down Chronic here right now in the DRS zone. He's going to make it past comfortably before turn 13 and 14 here. Haven't seen anyone going for World Champions yet. Coming up to the halfway point of this race soon. There's the safety car. What has happened? WaR-Skorpa is out, and just as I've said that, haven't seen anyone going for World Champions. I can see WaR-Skorpa stopped there on the track. I think, was he in the pit lane? The car's simply been removed. I didn't get to see it now. We're seeing cars dive in. There's FCST out on those hard tyres. That's what we thought he was going to do. Luca back on a set of softs there. 15, maybe going to be taking another top pit stop there then of soft to medium, probably later on. FCST is going as hard. Lola, Eggy's catching the right, all going on the hard tyre now. Going to be looking to finish the race on that tyre. We've got the guys up here, Wouter, Tenta, Chronic, all on 15 old lap mediums right now. They're going to be coming back round to the pit lane. We'll see if they all dive in now under the safety car, take off these old tyres. See if most of the drivers... that was not going straight past because he's already changed his tyres. Wouter is going to pit. Tenta's into the pit. The Domestos looking good there. Only on 6 up old mediums as well. These guys potentially going to drop down position. Whereas Kuhn's going to make it past them. Lang make it up past them from the safety car. I don't think he's going to got turn 13, 14 to go through. Can he make it up past? He's going to make it up past Chronic. Don't think he's going to get past the other two. He's going to try and push as fast as he can under the safety car limits. No, they're just going to come out in front of him. Has made it up into the 6th there under the safety car. Is on 10 up old medium, so he is going to be pitting again before the end of the race. How well, it's going to be sandwiched in between Olympic with brand new, fresh, hard tyres. He's on 10 up old mediums. Tyre difference there between them of how much grip they get in the corners probably isn't going to be too much off. So it's probably not too bad or in too much danger of getting overtaken by those people on the hards. But he is going to have to pit again at the end of the race. Knack, Domestos, Kuhn, all going to have to pit again before the end of the race. I don't know if they're going to get another 19 laps out of those tyres. That would be 23 laps for Knack that he would be running on mediums. That's going to be pushing them to the very limit. I think he's just going to try and work out his lead again. Now he's got his soft mediums, have time to pit in again. And still hopefully control the lead. I think he's going to be hoping that Domestos and Kuhn are also going to have to then pit in again. And we come around now. But I believe it should be the second lap of the safety car. What's going under here with Lang? Lang's pitted in now. Decided to take off of those tyres. He's putting on hard as well to go to the end of the race. He's now there's a gap between him and the rest of the pack, and he's tried to change him. It's not worked out though. He's going to lose a lot of track position there. Obviously feeling threatened by, he's going to from 6th down to 9th, lost three positions. Obviously feeling threatened by the fact that the guys all around him on brand new fresh hards getting to go to the end of the race. So now he's put on fresh hards as well. Maybe it's like, maybe a purposely tackled later on so he had less laps on his hards there, I don't know. Right, so I'm going to go pick up another penalty there. He's on 11 lap old hards right now. They're not going to be that good by the end of the race. He's already got that many laps on those. Tygo in 17th, but running in the middle of the pack here. 8 lap old soft tyres. Probably would have pitted those off myself, maybe. It's interesting to see what's going to happen with these guys up the front here now. 5, 7 and 8 lap old mediums. Everyone behind him on fresh hards. These guys are going to have to pit. Depends how much of a lead, how much of a breakaway they can kind of get from each other. Coon's going to be looking to get past the Mestos as quick as he can, and him and Knack try and just share some DRS. Captain right, 5-second penalty collision with Luca. What's gone on there? The front wing of my Williams damaged again under the safety car, I think that is. God damn. Xz-ReaperX is switching position under safety car. Someone crashing there. What is going on? O'Reilly's now sideways under a safety car. Still driving, but that's going to be heavy damage. Yeah, that's his wing busted. Back to the front of the pack again. As we come up to the hairpin of 10, we should be getting ready to start racing again on this lap. After this lap. See, front 3 drivers there. Let's have a look at our penalties right now. CST 9-second penalty there, that's going to hurt him with where he's running right now. As we come back across the line, we're racing again. As we come to the first few corners now, everyone's got a good bit of space between them there through the track. Not too much of a bunch up there on the safety car, that was alright, yeah. There's Chronic 3, second time penalty there again after the safety car restart. But all the pressure there on Domestos, going to have to wait another lap before the DRS gets turned back on to help him get past Kuhn, Lang and Reaper. Currently the only 3 drivers with no penalties left, no penalties on them. That could do you very well there. Lang, considering FCST and Chronic in front of you, both have 9 seconds. Chronic just spun out there, trying to get the power down too hard there on the exit of turn 10. Hard tyres, just been doing safety car laps and not going to be as hot as possible. He's going to be unhappy with that. Can I see if he's got damage or not on that front wing from that spinning tap the wall slightly. I think he's managed to get away with it. 10 or 3-second penalty there, picking up all the fill bunch back up again. Knack making a bit of distance, 1.6 on Domestos already after a couple of laps. For him, it's been a little nicely bunched. 10 to Lola, Lang, Reaper, all looking to be making moves on each other through these chicanes here. Nice from all the drivers obviously back here, as we said, on the hard tyres. Look, Kuhn's gonna be DRS enabled lap 29, I think. Next lap, I think it will be. We have got it enabled. It is. He's going to the DRS onto Domestos. He's dropped back a bit though. He's not going to make a challenge on this corner. He's too far back. Middle group here starting to switch past. Reaper got past Lang now in that DRS zone there. Williams really not going very fast. James Al, Tiger running the back there, trying to unlap himself. Lang getting a 3-second penalty there. Came in quite tight on the inside of that corner. That's unfortunate. Kuhn and Reaper now the only two drivers without penalties. Lang very fast through there, throwing that in to that corner. Kept control of it though. Still just from that Chronic there, another penalty he's just picked up. He's up to 12 seconds right now. Rowan David switching places. Next is Rowan in the pit. I'm not looking at my pit information, am I? Finally taking off those old tyres. Rowan's been softs on right now. 21 laps. 14 laps to go. It's going to be a push for those softs, I think, around here. Those chicanes are pretty harsh. Reaper now trying to hunt down Tenta, trying to hunt down FCST. The only real drivers in the DRS zone with each other right now. See if anyone can make it past FCST. Weaving there, trying to lose a slip. Commits to the inside. Tenta still throwing it in hard around the outside. That's a penalty if I ever saw one. FCST he holds the inside. I'm surprised he didn't get told to hand that position back by the game then. That was a full-on corner car. He just flatlined that goddamn chicane. Steamrolled straight through it like a train. Wide on that exit there though. FCST not going to be happy by that move of Tenta there. Fighting down. FCST also really fair enough. He did then stick to the inside and commit to his line once Tenta was right next to him. FCST losing out to Reaper there in the DRS zone. Did stick. Tenta wanted past though, just did not brake and just rolled straight through that chicane. FCST right on the inside of Reaper there. Just touching wheels slightly. Reaper spun. Reaper's in the wall there. Still 12 more laps to go, still lots of thrilling action. I think he's going straight into the pit there to repair that damaged wing. Had a slight scuffle with the entry to the corner was maybe a little bit tight on FCST's hand. They did give each other space on the exit there, and I think Reaper maybe just tried to get down on the power a little bit too much on the exit of that corner. That little kink there that is turn 11 after the hairpin of 10. Riley appears to be disconnected there. He's ghosting with an X above his name. Lang now back up into 7th after he pitted off those medium tyres late. He's running okay on these hards, obviously slightly newer hards than the cars around him as well because he pitted them late. That could come to a bit of advantage for him when we get into the last few laps. David there DNFing. Where is that Ferrari on the track? That's around turn 1 and 2. Can we see his car on there? As before Brian, he spun, trying to probably get the power down there after turn 2. That's brought out a safety car now as well. That's got a bunch to pack up. I should imagine. There we go. Domestos straight in the pit. He was right there. That was a beautiful safety car for Domestos. He couldn't have hoped for anything better there. Safety car just as he was coming through. Knack obviously already gone through the chicane of 13 14. Knack's going to have to go back through if he wants to pit. And it's going to be on a delta time. And he's going to lose that track position. Lola managing to sneak up in front of Domestos there with his hard tyres. 9-lap old hards though. Domestos going to be behind him on those brand new fresh mediums. Almost sure if Domestos would have put on a set of softs then for the end of the race, to be honest, because coming back out on lap 24, we've got 2 laps of the safety car to do. It's gonna be lap 26 when we start again. Conserve the tyres under the safety car. You could then do those last laps on those softs. That would allow him to maybe get a bit more grip over Knack. I mean, these guys are going to catch him now. Knack is on 12-lap-old mediums. Lola's on 9-lap-old hards. Domestos is sitting here in third with brand new mediums. Coombs done exactly what we said. He's come out on the softs. Going to conserve them and keep them warm for these next couple of safety car laps. And then try and get that DRS zone, try and get that advantage over Domestos with these soft tyres. But then the other thing, when it does get to that last lap 34, lap 35, those softs are going to be feeling it. And if he does get past Domestos may be able to mount a challenge back against Coombs wearing softs. This could be interesting up the front here. I don't know, Knack still hasn't pitted. He's going to try and take his medium to the end. I don't think it's going to do him any favours. Unless Domestos and Coon here get stuck behind Lola, they're looking at a much better advantage for getting up to the front here and getting past Knack. Those chicanes, as we said, the walls all around, very deadly. 20-lap old mediums by the end of this race. Potentially looking at spinning into the wall, coming out some of those corners, trying to get the power down too hard. Wouter and Lang here also diving in on the softs, not losing track position either. Everyone pretty much coming back on. KRONIK on the mediums, FCST on the softs, Tenta on the mediums. Luca, having pitted previously before, he's on 6-lap-old mediums right now, but in position 10th. Reapers there behind though with Xz on brand new softs. Rowan on 4-lap-old softs, and behind that we have Riley on 8-lap-old mediums. James and Yorkshire both running on hards at the back of the grid. Hopefully we have no more accidents under the safety car or no more safety cars either to come out, as we're only going to have 9 laps left of this race as we restart. Are we restarting at this lap? Yeah, I believe so. I don't know. That means it's time to drink more. Everyone else go back up. YorkshireRock still trying to catch up that safety car queue. I think he should he's not going to even catch up the safety car queue at the end there until we get past the line. We are going through for another lap though, so he will have time to catch up with the safety car queue. It's lap 26 on the safety car, so we're going to be starting again on lap 27. I'm thinking these drivers on the soft tyres here should have the advantage as long as they manage to run under the safety car right now. Run that engine in lean, gently through the corners at this pace, minimise any wear on those soft tyres, and I think they might have the advantage. But as I said, they might start to fall away a little bit from the last lap, at which point the Domestos is still going to be looking strong. We did see FCST pushing his softs earlier, and he was starting to lose a bit of pace once they got up to around that 9 lap point. So everyone's going to be very close to each other. It's going to be very interesting. Last 9 laps, last 8 laps of the race. YorkshireRock there picking up a 3-second time penalty under the safety car. Multiple warnings, that's for track limits. Safety car in this lap. I hope your tyres are warm, boys. Let's not have any dirty braking right before the timeline. As we're on the straight, Knack's not going to want the drivers to get any DRS, any slip on him. Slowing right down now through this straight. Really slow through here now. I maybe want to see a bit more speed through there a little bit. As we come through the last chicane, still slow, please no one hit each other, and there we go, he started to accelerate now, as we start racing again. Domestos and Kuhn battling there straight away on this restart. Kuhn dropping all the way down to 13th. Not sure what happened. Didn't get to see that properly. Everyone's fighting so much. We're watching Domestos go in with people all around him easing off. He's also dropped back down now. Lang up into 4th right now. Good showing from this thing. 5-second penalty though, ignoring yellow flag. That says that's not what we want. It's overtaken with the yellow flag. That's obviously from Domestos and Kuhn's crash. Everyone else has a lot of penalties as well though. Where is that penalty information? Lang only on 8 seconds, driving from 11 with Wouter running wide through the hairpin. Knack putting that gap down again, just controlling his races. Loads of VRS there as well. All the drivers still doing well VRS after that safety car. Going to get another lap here, and then we'll have DRS will be re-enabled. Kronik 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane, desperate, and it's also just been greyed out, so I think that is him out of this race. Speeding in the pit lane, maybe crashing into pit lane wall, I don't know. Lang getting past Wootwood there, we missed that because we're trying to skip them to see what happened to Kronik. Some good showing from Lang and the Williams right now. I'm impressed with this Lola as well in its first showing there with Mercedes. He's up in 2nd right now. Unsure what happened between Domestos and Kuhn. They're running close together again right now. Kuhn looking up here on Rowan, wants to get back up past into those points. Rowan running wide, hitting the wall. Kuhn manages to get past. Where's Domestos going to be close behind Rowan there. Here now, all coming into the hairpin, super close there. 2 Red Bulls following that Renault. There, one past Rowan right now. Lang super close behind Lola. Lang getting past Lola along the straight there. That was Lang up in 2nd place right now. 6 laps to go. Luca picking up a 3-second time penalty. Luca running in 6th there, 23 seconds on time. Stop getting to penalties, please, Luca. We want that Williams to finish somewhere. Good check from that Wouter, trying to hunt down Lang right now. More penalties. We've got 11 seconds though above Lang. If he wants to do anything about that, he needs to get in front of him, and he needs to get some space in front of him as well. Both looking pretty good there on the ERS. Lola having dropped back down now into 4th. Obviously on these much older hard tyres. Everyone else are on the softs. You're looking at FCST, Reaper and Kuhn are all going to be looking to try and mount up a charge against Lola right now. He's going to try and hold on as long as he can on these old hard tyres. 6 more laps left to go for 20 lap old hards by the end of it. 11 lap old softs for the rest of them. The softs are going to be pushing by the end, but they did get a few of those laps under the safety car, so slips him back behind. One shot of FCST was going to make a charge there on that. Reaper, Kuhn, 2 Red Bulls behind him. Everyone getting DRS off each other there. All going to be looking to get round past each other. A little lock up in there from the AlphaTauri in the corner. Reaper. No. Domestos desperately running back up past Kuhn here. Luca having slipped back. He's in the pit now, switching those tyres back off. Rowan's also on brand new fresh softs. Let's get that Williams back up into points again. Luca, we was running in points a minute ago. Lang maybe starting to get a little bit of space there from Wouter, running a bit wide on the exit of that turn 10 though. Lang pushing that hard against Wouter, both low on the ERS right now. Wouter with a little bit more though. Lang just needs to hold him off. Tyre advantage is no different. They're both the same. Lang running wide there. I don't think he took damage, did he? No, the end plates, still one of his end plates is missing off that wing I don't know what that's from. It's on the wrong side for that tap on the wall that happened right there. Not sure what happened. Wouter's made his way past now. Wouter's up into second. Can't see. I'll try to get another front look at Lang. I think it is missing the end plate on the left hand side of his wing. FCST and Reaper both coming up strong now. Yeah, well, I think Wouter's also missing the same left end plate as well. These two could be having slight problems turning, which means FCST and Reaper could get back down into their DRS zones. Could be making it past Lolla now. Lolla obviously still on very old hard tyres. Looking good up there in second. We started under the safety car again, but he's down into seventh now. Kuhn a little bit squirrely, taking too much curb on the inside there. That's sitting back a little bit now away from Reaper. Not going to get any DRS through here. Tenta made his way past Lolla. So close with the Red Bull there of Domestos. He pinned, almost the way he pinched him off against the wall there. I think Domestos will be very happy about that. No, he's taken damage. He's lost his front wing. I think he did pinch him against the wall there, and I think that's destroyed Domestos' front wing. We saw his car ghost there. He's not going to be happy. He was running very well earlier up in those front positions. Looking very strong until that collision with Kuhn, and now a problem there with Xz pinching. Was it no Lolla pinching him against the wall there? The inquiries to that after the race. Now 3 laps left to go. He's there, 3.8 second gap over Wouter. Lang's now slipped back out of DRS range from Wouter. FCSD is out of DRS range of Lang. 3 laps to go. Hold on to these soft tyres. Lang nearly in the DRS range of Wouter there. So close to getting it. He's pushing hard. ERS has been refilled. Wouter pushing so hard to keep Lang out of his range. Reaper getting past FCST here up into 4th now after we saw him obviously have that collision and bump on the wall earlier. Recovered very, very well here. FCST clinging on behind, obviously with no DRS. Reaper got the DRS from the time line before, because it is the same timing line on both those DRS corners. FCST sort of twitched a little bit there. Reaper putting in space between the two of them. Now should be just out of DRS range on the next bend. Yep. Reaper still getting DRS though from Lang, hunting Lang down like an animal right now. Reaper very, very fast right now and very clean, just cutting through everything. This guy unplugged his control and switched over to his steering wheel suddenly. He is just super clean through this. Look at that. Through there. That was close. I didn't know if he tapped Lang with the back of his car there. Lang looking to send it up the inside there. I don't think he's gonna drop back in behind. Reaper on an absolute mission right now. This is a different driver to what we saw earlier in the race, just cutting back up through the pack right now. Way taking these corners. There we go. So much smoother there through than Wouter. I'd be very much inclined to say that after that crash and pitting earlier, he quickly switched over from the control to the wheel. The way he's driving through here right now, the way he's cutting back up through everyone is just exactly the same from Season 2, where he'd start at the back of the grid and would just work his way and cut his way through the pack, locking up there heavy in 10, sending it in hard. Luca getting another 3-second penalty there. Eggs is moving up past Lolla. Lolla still with old tyres. 2 laps left to go. Reaper 4.2 seconds behind Knack currently. We'll see what time difference is at the end, how much he closes that off on Knack over the next couple of laps. Reaper on 10 lap old stops Knack on 23 lap old mediums. Knack might have just made these mediums last to the end if he doesn't spin. I'm thinking, is he still holding the fastest lap? I'm not sure. We've been on these mediums and all these other drivers. I think fastest lap currently held by Domestos, 110.43. That's around the qualifying fastest lap. The fastest race lap in real life is a 113.078, held by Valtteri Bottas in 2019. Our fastest lap is closer to the qualified fastest lap of Vettel in 2019, of 110.240. The mess of set, only driver of 110 though as the fastest lap, absolutely destroyed those laps. Obviously back on brand new fresh softs at the end there, making sure he still gets a point after the problems earlier. What is going on there? He's massively slowed down. Let Xz go past him. I don't know if he had a warning there. Maybe got past him off track limits and was told to get the position back. I'm not sure. I'm getting full sectors. Yellow flag here. Nothing for a virtual though. Domestos pushing it back up past Xz on the outside. That little kink there does go past him. He's off and let him go back. Doesn't tell me I've got a safety car here, just tells me I've got 4 yellow sectors. I don't know if they're under a virtual or something here. It's kind of odd behaviour here from Domestos, kind of just thinking that maybe under a virtual safety car or something. I don't know why it's giving me these full sector yellow flags like this. Domestos. Now, yeah. What is going on? Unsure as to what is happening right now. Wouter dropping back into 5th place there right now. FCST running under a arm. Is that telling him to go past him? This is very weird. Right now, lap 35, last lap of the race. And it's just showing me all 3 sectors as a yellow flag. It's not brought out a safety car, but I think the game is holding players under delta speed, and I think they're going to end up finishing the race under some very weird sector 1, 2, 3 yellow flag with no safety car. I'm not quite sure what happened at the end of the race there. But there we have it. Knack once again our winner, not taking the Triple Crown this race. Oregon Canada on this season did get the pole and the win though. Reaper in second. As I said, I'm not sure if Reaper plugged in the wheel there. He just cut through those last few drivers like it was absolutely nothing. He had to be on the wheel from that speed there. Obviously not happy with that fight in that corner coming out of turn 10. I can't remember who it was with, and he smashed his wing on the wall, but it looked like he unplugged the controller to the wheel. It was very smooth driving at the end there from him. Tenta managing to get the 3rd, Lang just dropping back into 4th there. Unfortunately, I thought we was going to get a Williams on the podium. Wouter in 5th, FCST in 6th, Kuhn in 7th, Xz in 8th, Domestos 9th, Lotto 10th, Rowan 11th, and the lobby finally decides to end after I don't know what the hell happened at the end there with just multiple sectors. They must have been the same sort of delta. I'd like to know. We'll fill you in again next week. There's our winners, Knack, Reaper and Tenta on the podium. That's AlphaTauri stretching out their constructors lead even more. That's Knack going to work himself up the drivers table a little bit more as well there. Knack currently in 2nd on the driver's table. Actually, so that's probably Knack taking over There, it'll be very close between Knack and Reaper on drivers, but those are finishing Knack, Reaper in second, 10th Lang, 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th Wouter, FCST, 7th, 8th Kuhn, Xz, 9th and 10th Domestos, Lola, 11th and 12th Rowan and Luca, 13th and 14th Riley and Chronic, 15th and 16th James and David, 17th and 18th WaR-Skorpa and YorkshireRock, 19th Bestos. I think for me there, I think drivers day there for me needs to be Lang. He put in a very good showing there for me in that race, working that car up through the grid there, starting back in 9th, moved it up to 4th, pitted 4 times in that, more times than most of the drivers around him, to be honest. Managed to capitalise on the mistakes and the bumps from the other racers, and moved it up very close to getting the podium there. I'm not sure if he got hindered from that mess of some glitchiness at the end there, of it keeping drivers on the delta. It looked like it was making some switch positions and not. A lot of instant sent warnings going on in this track here, far more than we can ever actually go through. And that's it. That's the end of race 7 of Canada. I'll just check to where we're off to. I believe it is China. China, yes, another one of my favourite tracks, much better than the other ones, but that will be our next track. I'm not being timed out of this screen right now. Even could go through it all. If you've got really good streaming at 60 FPS, if you've got really good stream connection, you'll be able to see that. There we go, down through all the instants. As we go through, there is a lot. If you want to pause it, you can see it. There we go. Every lap, I don't think, but nothing but every lap incidents there. Most pit stops there goes to Rowan, 6 pit stops. Soft, medium, hard, medium, soft, soft. He still finished in 11th there, above Luca, above O'Reilly, above who was still running in the race till the end. So congratulations to be able to make that many pit stops and still finish above someone. That's the end of that. We'll be back on Thursday for China. That's been the AV League. I've been drunk. We'll see you later.